Welcome to Pham's Log Week 4, Distance Learning, Hybrid Students. How's it going? Shout out to Audrey for giving me some delicious cookies. I will sell out. If you give me treats, I will shout you out in the video. Thanks, Brooke, for the muffins. She's going to hate me for that. We're going to move on, though. Shout out girls tennis. Nice. Goals of the week. Remember last Monday, Tuesday, if you're in school, we worked on ledger lines for a little bit. It's a little bit of a warm-up. So you want to be able to know what ledger lines are, what they're, why do we use ledger lines, and more importantly, how do we figure out the names of those ledger lines? Remember, if you just use your alphabet, know that if you go up by lines of space or down by lines of space, you're just going up and down the alphabet. Should be pretty easy for you. Stuff we're really working on this week is I can read a time signature and know how it applies to a piece of music. So we're really working in 4/4 time. So if you know how 4/4 time affects a measure, that's going to be really important for you. I can identify different types of notes and the value they get, like a whole note, half note, quarter note, and I can slap simple rhythms or clap simple rhythms in 4/4 time. It's going to be a quick video, just review of what we did on Monday and Tuesday, and next week is more of the day where we are going to get more into the clapping and learning more about different notes like eighth notes, the front half versus the back half note, writing in counts and stuff like that. That's more next week. This week is just let's get the notes down, make sure that your whole note gets 4 beats, your quarter note gets 1 beat. So, but before we do that, just a review on time signatures. Again, your time signature is this. It tells you what goes into a measure in a piece of music. So really working on 4/4 time right now. So this top number is a 4, and it tells you how many beats you get in a measure. The bottom note number tells you what note gets the beat. So let's say the top number was 6, we'd get 6 quarter notes in a measure. Let's say it was 4/2 time. The bottom number was a 2. That means we would get 4 half notes in a measure, and the half note would get the beat. So really important, but we're working with the most simple and common time signature, 4/4 time, for this first unit. Just review. Whole note looks like a donut, gets 4 beats. You would hold it for 4 beats. Would take up an entire measure. Half note looks like a whole note with the stem, gets 2 beats, and you can fit 2 in a measure. Dotted half note, all you do if you put a dot to it, it's going to make the note longer. We'll talk specifically on what it actually does and the math that goes into that later, but all you need to know, if it's a half note with a dot, gets 3 beats. Last but not least, quarter notes filled in with the thing, and that gets 1 beat. Whole rest, the easy way to do it is to think of a guy walking across the line, and then right here, it looks like a hole in the ground, so that gets 4 beats. It correlates to its notes, so whole rest, whole note, half rest, looks like a hat, gets 2 beats, and then it correlates to a half note. Dotted half rest goes with a half note, or a dotted half note, and it gets 3 beats. Quarter rest gets 1 beat, and it correlates to a quarter note. So here's, the tree. You can have a whole note, you can split it up into 2 half notes, you can split that into quarter notes, and then you can split those quarter notes into eighth notes. We're going to learn about eighth notes next week, so you don't really need to worry about those yet. Same thing, whole rest goes into 2 half rests, those half rests go into quarter rests, okay? Those are just simple ways of seeing your different notes and how they split up into the other notes. So here's your to-do list. Should be really simple. We want to take that note value quiz. Remember we took that note value pretest. It's basically the same thing, but now we really want to actually know the answers, okay? Last time it was just to show what you knew before coming in. Now it's to show you what you've learned from this week. So hoping to get really good scores on that. Should just be asking the same types of questions, and if you watch this video, you should have enough knowledge to do really well on that quiz. And then lastly, finish any missing work. So if you haven't put in the what note is that, music crossword, or exit ticket, you need to do that. If you see that you've turned it in, but Mr. Pham hasn't graded it, I've commented on probably 7 of your assignments, 7 students' assignments, saying like either you put the wrong screenshot in, things like that. So make sure you go check those out. I'm going to be putting exit tickets in probably today too. So get all 3 of those things in. They're not in Skyward yet, but I'm going to be entering into Skyward hopefully today or tomorrow. So you're going to start seeing, if you have missing assignments, you're going to start seeing them there. Otherwise, in Schoology, you should see them on that right side. So that's all you got to do. Should be a super quick day. You guys have a great rest of your day. Shout out girls tennis. Shout out girls swimming. I think that's all the shout outs I have. All right. See you later. Bye.